What if Deku was reincarnated as an Alicorn? Part 4. The Villain's Perspective. As we go to Storm, the main villain Alicorn. As she's flying within the storm cloud, as she notices, Deku, another Alicorn, green, fly by her. As she turns around and sees that he landed in a cave. As she was curious, who was that? As she would land, as she seemed shy. As she would sneak her head through, seeing Deku looking at something on the wall. He's another Alicorn, like me. As she wanted to step in, as she stepped on a stick, as Deku had looked in that direction, as she hid outside the wall of the cave, as she looks back in, another Alicorn. Hopefully he's not like the princesses of Equestria. As she wants to go talk to him, as then suddenly her necklace would glow. Storm, we must continue with our plans. Stop dilly-dallying and meet up with me. As she looks a bit sad, as she decides to follow Crow's orders and just flies away. As she would fly towards an old crow nest, a huge decayed tree with a crow nest in it, as where Crow would be sitting in it. Took you long enough. Sorry, I was just testing out my powers before we started our attack on Equestria's capital, Canterlot. Yes, I know. We'll be attacking on the day of, the Galloping Gala. While you keep them busy, I will steal all of their treasures. You sure that will work? Of course it will work. I am Crow, and I want all of Equestria's treasures. After all, aren't you an outcast of Equestria? As she looks to the side, looking down. Didn't they just shove you away? As she looks sad. You're nothing but a walking, disaster. So notice, you work with me. We defeat the princesses. I take all of their treasures. You rule over Equestria. It's a win-win for both of us. I get the treasures I want. You get Equestria. And you get to be able to be the only Alicorn in control. I just don't think this is right. You forgetting what type of magic I have. Even if you fail, I will take care of them with myself. I will make myself a giant if I need to. Very well. But I don't want a lot of people to get hurt. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want a lot of people to get hurt. Well, this plan doesn't really involve that. Just make a huge storm, cause a ruckus. I get the items, artifacts I want. The ponies will speculate about their princesses and all that. Possibly. And if not, we'll just take it by force. We both have enough power to defeat the Alicorns one by one. But they're all going to be gathered there. Not one of them. But I prefer not to go after that one. Because Cadence has shining armor, and that stupid barrier would definitely prevent us from getting anywhere close. Fair point. But do we need to do this? Can't we just come up with another solution? As Crow would glare. There's no other solution to this. You want your recognition. You want to be a part of them. You want to be an Alicorn that they don't drudge for. Have you forgotten what happened in your hometown? As she was shunned away, neglected from her own hometown. And after all, I did give you that little artifact around your neck that increases your power. Specifically made, actually. I guess you're right. Good, you understand. So, why don't you be a good little Alicorn and go towards Equestria's capital, Canterlot, and prepare the plan? Of course, I will head there right away. As she would fly away from Crow's Nest. I still don't get why I help him. As she remembers when she first met Crow, he was a bit kinder, but still the harsh Crow he is. As Crow would constantly help her. So she stays and helps Crow in return. As she's flying towards, Canterlot, as she decides to land, in the garden where she stays, she starts looking around. So quiet. I doubt anyone will come in here. As she would walk towards a little bench area before looking around. As we go to Crow, who can seemingly see out of her amulet. Good. She's at the Canterlot. Now, only a few days before my plan can come underway. Caw. As we go back to, Storm. As a tear would be going down her eye. As it would hit the ground, it would then just start to rain. Oh, great. I started another storm. It should pass within a few hours. As she would just walk further into the garden to stay hidden. Her Alicorn presence and magic seems to be hidden from the princesses. As she would walk towards, to a random area and just lay down. As she would be, of course, getting rained on as she just lays down and starts to sleep. And that is the end of part 4, the perspective of the two antagonists. Remember to like and subscribe for more.